What's going on, guys? Marksman etc. here, and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about a kind of older pair of shoes that I had gotten back in early 2016. Now this pair of shoes is kind of special to me, and I'll explain why before I get into the shoe. Back in spring of 2016, my girlfriend and I visited California, and we went to an outlet mall with one of her friends, which is why we were there, to visit her friend. We went to an outlet mall, and they also had an Adidas store there. Now Adidas stores usually don't stock things like NMDs, Yeezys, or Ultra Boosts, usually, with some exceptions. But this one had a return of NMDs, so I went up to the person and I said, hey, is there any chance you guys might have NMDs? And the employee was like, yeah, hang on a sec, let me go get them. And so she brought them out, and I tried them on, and they fit, so I walked right out with the pair of shoes, and it was awesome. That's kind of why this shoe is special to me. It also is the very first limited shoe I've ever collected. I really felt sort of a sense of achievement. I don't know why, it just felt really good to get them. But yeah, it's a really cool shoe, but let's get into it. So what we have here is the Adidas NMD in clear blue. Now, this shoe is by far not my favorite at all, although you might not be able to tell because it is pretty dirty and it needs to be cleaned. But I'll kind of go over why. So this shoe is sort of a coarse, stretchy mesh, sort of that you can see there. I've heard this being referred to as circa knit, so that might be what it is. But then we have a sort of TPU overlay of the three stripes right here. And oh yeah, also this mesh is super breathable. And then with this lace right here, I'm not really a fan of the lace. They're a very coarse, tough lace. It's old, so it's been worn down now. So it's a little more pliable, but I don't know, I'm not too much of a fan of them. When we move on to the plugs, we have a gray plug right here with the Adidas branding, of course, and then we have a light blue plug right here, and another light blue plug at the back, or on the inside. Boost, full boost shoe, but it's an NMD R1, so it's not super comfy boost and whatever, but still a cool shoe. We also have a clear blue heel tab right here with the brand with the three stripes text on it, and then we also have a very hard Adidas Originals heel tab cover at the back right here. Yeah, this mesh is breathable and it's nice. Not the most comfortable NMD out there, although it does have a lot of brownie points for its style. We have a traditional NMD R1 bottom right there with the blue sort of accent right here. I'm not sure what that's called, it's just part of the sole, so I just call it an accent. And then the laces though, which this is kind of cool, the laces is 3M, you can't really see it right here, but also these gray stripes going across the toe box and the sides are 3M, which is really neat. And then we also have Adidas Originals branding here on the tongue badge right there. But yeah, cool shoe, just not very comfortable and whatnot, but take it how you will. And I'll see you guys in the on feet.